Good morning. It's Sunday morning. We are up. The kids are having breakfast right now. We're about to get ready for church. It is freezing. I'm only out here for a moment so I can do this intro because it's loud in there, but come along and let's see what we get up to today.
With boughs of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don't we know I'll get a burra, la 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 la. Throw the ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la.
All right, we are headed to church. Kind of early. Go us. Our church gets super packed, so if we don't get there extremely early, we run into issues with parking, getting a space in the nursery for my youngest, and in the toddler class for Ava. So we like to make sure we get there good and early so that we get what we need on time. Church was great. We got there in plenty of time. Everybody got Anaya. Everybody got space in their class. It's freezing, so now we're headed home. They have candy canes. They got two, one for themselves and one to invite somebody to church. And next week is pajama day at church for the kiddos, so that'll be fun. That's something to look forward to. Right now I'm starving, so we're headed home. I didn't eat breakfast, but if there's any eggs left, I am destroying them. And I think I want another cup of coffee. We are making chocolate chip cookies. Elena is being my mixer. Actually, she did almost everything except melt the butter and add the sugar because little Alyssa decided to get fussy, and Elena is my best chef slash baker, so I called her in for reinforcement. And we're having chocolate chip cookies this afternoon. Still in the fridge, or still in the oven when I was preheating.
Burn
It's alright, I'm making chocolate chip cookies and they will not be burnt.
Burn it up. You always check the oven before you.
Well, lesson learned.
Always.
I just didn't know we were storing desserts in the oven.
Not the first time you learned it.
Shut up, Alina. Stay out of grown folks' conversation.
You have to come over and turn the oven on.
No.
Look inside.
Why would I do that?
You never know what's inside.
Sundays are always super low-key for us. We go to church in the morning, we come back and eat, and a lot of times just kind of veg out. My toddler took a nap. I'm probably going to regret later. I had to fight to not take a nap myself because my sleep wasn't great last night. But it had me thinking a little bit, just Sunday and the way that we have this routine, about the routine of motherhood and how oftentimes at the very beginning, we struggle, we're overwhelmed, and then we get into this flow and we kind of do it on autopilot, right? Like we have our routines from day to day and maybe even week to week. Like I said, ours are the same every Sunday and maybe yours are the same day to day. And a lot of times as mothers, I feel like we look up and we realize that we're kind of a different person. And sometimes we start to kind of mourn the person that we were before motherhood. Like, who am I even more without being needed by somebody else, right? I say as my little one's on the floor playing. And I know that there's this like the hot mess mom trope out there, and I fight so hard against it because if I wanted to, I probably could completely accept that identity as my own. I'm not the most naturally organized person. A lot of times I forget things. I forget dates. I can be clumsy, right? Just things like the hot mess mom who shows up and she's like, sorry, we're late. So-and-so blew out their diaper and this one had a meltdown. And I'm just so like, and I guess I want to encourage any moms out there that feel like they've completely lost themselves and they feel like the hot mess mom now. You don't have to be. You don't have to stay there. Even if you don't even remember who you used to be before motherhood, there are ways to kind of get back from that. And I found myself there a few years ago, and very recently have I kind of climbed out of that. And it's an intentional thing. You have to be intentional about it. Otherwise, it can like get a hold of you and keep you stuck. So first of all, I believe that God created mothers for a purpose, obviously. And I believe that he equips us to handle motherhood with grace and the things that seem impossible and are really hard. I believe that he gives us exactly what we need in order to fulfill that role. So I also believe that he gives us the ability to find the other parts of ourselves that aren't necessarily being a mother. Like, you want to feel beautiful. You want to feel attractive to your husband. You have your own passions and hobbies that you yourself do that don't involve anyone else. Maybe you have goals that you want to reach, monetary or physical, or maybe you're crafty and you like to create things, just whatever it possibly can be. If you feel like you're stuck in that place, I would encourage you to start doing those things every single day. A few things that I have found to be really helpful for me to not feel like the hot mess mom, to feel like I'm not completely lost and I'm not just this idea that takes care of everybody else. One is to get yourself dressed every single day. And I don't mean a t-shirt and leggings. I mean, put on real clothes every single day, even if you're not leaving the house. You'll feel better about yourself, promise. Two, you got to tidy up, right? I would spend at least 10-15 minutes a day cleaning one particular area, something that you'd be proud of. If somebody stopped by unannounced, like, oh, your home looks so nice. Like, just spend time, 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe you do more than that, but that minimum, so that you have something to show for, your productivity while you're at home. Also, I think that you should eat a well-balanced diet. I mean, I know that's obvious, but a lot of times when you're in survival mode, you reach for whatever's close by in the pantry, or you end up eating whatever's on your kid's plate, right? Maybe you don't have time to sit down and eat a meal yourself because you're nursing a baby and you're potty training a toddler and you have to drop so-and-so off at practice. I would encourage you to really be intentional about the meals that you eat and try and get some movement in. Go for a 30-minute walk. Walks have changed my life completely. When I mean mental clarity, just this new zest for the morning, because I know I look forward to my walk, not to mention weight loss, 30 pounds in about 4 months, by the way. Not only that, but those things that you used to enjoy, or maybe there's something new in your heart that you want to pursue, go out and do it every single day. If it's writing, if you always wanted to write a book or something, write. If it's poetry, if you enjoy crafting, if you like to, I don't know, scrapbook, whatever the thing is that you enjoy doing, maybe it's going to the gym, do that thing for yourself, and it will go so far for not only your confidence, but kind of returning to the version of you that you were before you became a mom. Now, I believe motherhood is the most important thing, but we don't want to get so lost in motherhood that we start to resent it, and we resent our children, we resent our husbands because we're stuck in this role that we no longer enjoy. So I don't know, that was just kind of on my heart, because moms, I mean, honestly, we run the world. We do. But a lot of times we're doing it through sadness, maybe loneliness. And I get that. I understand that, but we don't have to be there. And I just hope that encourages somebody today. So thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.